So I've been wanting to do this video for a while. Um, okay, so we're going to be talking about Aria's birth. It obviously ended up fine because I got my daughter. I feel so grateful that I had a live, healthy baby and that I got to carry a baby. So this video, I don't want it to come off like I'm ungrateful for what I have. I'm really, really, really grateful. But Aria's birth ended up being a really traumatic experience for me. And I don't know how much of that contributed to the pretty severe postpartum depression that I had afterwards. So I just wanted to make a video kind of explaining what happened. One, to kind of get my feelings out there about it, as maybe a warning for other moms to know what protocol should be. And then to kind of, it's kind of hard to talk about like my new plans without talking about this. So, it all started at around, I think it was like 3:15 a.m. I felt a gush of water and I was sleeping, but it woke me up. So I went into the bathroom and I felt it, and it was nice and slimy. I was 41 weeks exactly. And, oh, sorry. My midwife had instructed me to call her immediately when my water broke. So I got on the phone with her and she said that I needed to immediately go to the hospital. So we got dressed, well, half dressed, and headed to the hospital. And they had me, I felt like I waited forever to get checked in, but I did eventually get checked in and brought into a triage room where somebody checked me. And I was not dilated. I think I was like 1 centimeter. So they monitored my contractions for like 5 minutes and then told me, okay, you're getting transferred to a birthing suite and you're getting put on Pitocin immediately. Now, I wasn't that shocked about this at the time because when I had talked about it with my midwife, she said because I had GBS, if my water broke and I wasn't having consistent contractions after a trial period, then they would put me on Pitocin. Now, I had no idea that the allotted period of time for me to my body to try to do what it was supposed to do naturally was like 5 to 10 minutes. So I was really disappointed with that. I was planning on having the most natural birth that I could with the Group B strep. I had accepted that I was going to have to be on IV for antibiotics, but the hospital where I delivered at had one birthing suite that was natural, and I was hoping to deliver there, but I couldn't. So they put me to a hospital, like an actual delivery room, and hooked me up to the Pitocin immediately. It was there was never a moment where it seemed like I had any choice about it. I trusted my midwife for some reason. I thought that, you know, she was pro-natural birth and wouldn't do anything to jeopardize that for me because she knew how important it was to me. So they started me on Pitocin and hooked up all of the monitors and stuff, which I was like, I wanted intermittent monitoring, like not to be strapped down the whole time. And they were pretty much like, well, that's not your option anymore. Like, you don't have a choice about it because if the baby's on Pitocin, then the baby has to be monitored like this. So, because as we know, Pitocin can be dangerous. So they did that, and the whole time, like, a lot of it's fuzzy. I remember, thankfully she did let me eat breakfast, because when I finally, like, got into the room and, like, on the Pitocin and everything like that, and it's, we were, like, sitting in there for a couple hours, right around 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., they let me have toast and juice, so that was cool. Sorry guys, I am tired, I have a headache. So that was nice. And then she told me to try to sleep, which I don't know how you try to sleep when you're on Pitocin and in labor, but whatever. So contractions and stuff started happening, and I got assigned this labor and delivery nurse who I just hated her so much, and I hate her so much. She was like a labor Nazi, like, get up, do this, sit down, do this, lay down, do this, run around and do this. So I studied, like, the Bradley method beforehand, and everything that I read about natural childbirth was that you kind of needed to do what your body was telling you to do. And my body was telling me to sit or to squat. And she was like, no, you're getting out of bed and doing this because we need you to dilate in a certain amount of time and you need to do this. So also what my midwife had told me was that once my waters broke, I only had either 16 or 18 hours, I think 18 hours, to get the baby out before they would start talking about doing a cesarean section.